All right, we gotta make a character. Step 1. We could make a bunny girl. Bonus, I mean, we gotta stare at the character for hundreds of hours. It might as well be nice looking. You're like, what, dragon people? Big people? Cat people? Little people? Elf wannabe people? Human-like people? Alright. And, Hrothgar. Khajiit people. I remember when I first played Final Fantasy XIV, the classes and stuff worked differently. Like, I think now you just like your job or whatever goes into a class. You used to have to get 2 of them, right? Like, I remember the first time I played Final Fantasy XIV when A Realm Reborn first came out, I made a paladin, and I remember having to do like gladiator and something else, or I don't remember exactly how it works, but like I had to work on multiple jobs or multiple classes. I get backwards. Multiple to get to paladin, right? I don't think that's a thing anymore, is it? I was so like, let me talk about this actually a little bit. The reason why I am such a big WoW fan and I haven't played all the way through all the way through Final Fantasy XIV is actually because when I first started making, when Final Fantasy XIV A Realm Reborn first came out, I was ready to be on the bandwagon. I bought the game, I was in it at launch, I was leveling up, and I got my paladin to like level, I don't know, I was like 80% of the way through the main story quest, right? Something like that. I was near the end. And then Square Enix disabled my account. They locked it out, they banned it, and they said that someone had logged in to my account from China. And so, banned, gone, done. And I'm like, okay, I don't doubt that someone hacked my account. Fair, okay, maybe that happened. Why am I getting penalized? I didn't do anything. I didn't give out my password. Give me my account back. And Square just ignored me. Like, they literally just ignored me. They didn't answer any emails I sent them. I sent them several. They didn't answer any support tickets. They just ignored me. They said, no, you want the game again? Buy it again. That was their answer. This account is disabled. This key is for all intents and purposes useless. Those characters you made and spent dozens of hours on, gone. You want to play the game? Buy it again. That was their answer. So I was very pissed off and I did not play the game again until somewhat recently. But had that not happened, I probably would have been like a huge Final Fantasy XIV fan, honestly. Sad story. All right. So, what race? Does it really matter? Is it like WoW where like your race doesn't really matter? Like in World of Warcraft, like you might get like a little bit of an ability or a small skill bump or something from it, but honestly, it doesn't really matter. Unless you're in like, no, not even unless. It doesn't matter, right? Is it like that in this? It's just for aesthetics, yeah. I mean, we might as well stare at some Vieira booty all day, right? is that the true answer? Can't wear hats. Oh, well, that's a thing. I have to rethink my outlook here. Can't wear hats. Let's see. Minus is like dropping knowledge on me in here. We've made a Final Fantasy XIV chat, which I'm guessing is going to get a lot more use now that I'm playing the game. So yeah, it says just gladiator to paladin. So paladin is what I played the first time, because that was back, like back during like Wrath of the Lich King and stuff. Like I was big on tanking. I was main tank for my guild and WoW. I liked tanking a lot. But I remember it used to be more than Gladiator. I think it was like Gladiator and like Pugilist or something. Like you had to put another job into it before you get to Paladin. There's Marauder's Warrior, Conjurer's White Mage. So really, I mean, honestly, you're only just choosing one job. Like the fact that it goes into another thing, it's just it gets a class upgrade, like Final Fantasy 1, basically. Like, wait, didn't Arcanist go into like two things though? It was like Summoner and something else. Has that changed? Oh yeah, Scholar, there it is. Arcanist goes into Scholar too. So it could be a healer or a DPS. So that one's special, but the rest of them just go into one thing, huh? You know, we made a Viera last time. We should do something different. Oh, so the like these are the dragon people, right? The Aura. Or they were added in the dragon expansion. I mean, he has a tail, doesn't he? Yeah, he has a tail. So they're like Dragonborn or something. Like not Dragonborn, but I mean like they're like dragon blooded or something. The men are so big and the women are so tiny. They have tails too. Yeah, they have tails too. They're technically not related to dragons in lore, but yes. Well, we're gonna get into all the lore. So, Lalafell. There's some kind of joke about tripping in there. I don't know what it is. So these are our hobbits, halflings, little people with tiny little noses. And like these are like the elf equivalent, I guess. They're really just like really tall humans. And then this is your generic dude. We can go with a cat girl instead of a Viera. You gonna make a new character with me? That's cool. Your female Aura? Oh well, let's do it. We can make like the Spice Girls or something. Everybody makes one. That sounds cool. She got like some scars on her arm, or are those scales? What is? Oh, it's like scales or something. I thought she'd like cut her arms. I was like, what is that? From back here, it just looks like scars. All right. Oh, that's right. You can change the environment to see what they look like in different situations. That's kind of cool. All right. And of course, you can take their clothes off. Let's see where their scales are all over the place. All right. Honestly, that's a pretty cool dress. Oh, you got to pick the what was it called? Aether. You want to pick the world. What is it? Worlds. The data center. Aether. And there's a bunch of different worlds on there, but I think as long as you're on the Aether, you'll be good. So like from the main menu, there's like a select data center. It's Aether. You gonna play too? Deathshire's gonna play too. We're all making dragon girls.
What if I want to be a cat?
You can be whatever you want to be.
Or a bunny?
I mean, I strongly considered the bunny, but I already have a bunny. Oh, now we got two flavors here. We got vanilla and like bloody emo. I don't Bless You says he's leader of a guild on Adamantois. Which is one of the things on Aether, I think. Bless You says he's leader of a guild if we want to join on Adamantois. So Aether, Adamantois.
I gotta like subscribe now.
Yeah, I just had to do that too. I mean, we got to go with like the dark anime chick over like the bubblegum pop princess, right? Yeah, we're going with this one. Do we embrace the shortness, or do we go for like 1 inch taller? Like, like it's actually more than that though. Is it 57 inches to 62? So they got like a 5-inch range here. They got a 5-inch range. 57 inches. That's still pretty tall, honestly. Like what? 57 inches is 4 foot. I mean, it's not like short. It's 4 foot 9, something like that. This is over 5 foot. That's 5 foot 2. Like that's like, these are like normal girl heights, honestly. So that's fine. We're gonna go with the shorter one, because we are. All right, so now we got to pick our difficulty level here. Let's just all right, skin color. Okay, yeah, oh, yep. Interesting. I don't even know. Weird. Tail shape. Ooh. I'll go with that one. Yep. Big bulky tail. No, that doesn't look good. Alright, let's do that one. The thin tail. Thin tail. Alright. Tail length. Sure. Hairstyle. No. There are Canon Aura with dark gray skin. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Lots of hairstyles. That's cool. I feel like I need to change the hair color first. Maybe we'll see what it looks like. So let's see. It's kind of weird the way they do the color here. Like we just have this like little patch of color like right in the forehead there. You spend 5 hours on this. She's like a drow. What kind of jobs are you guys making? I don't like that. Kind of works out. And pick a DPS that starts with whatever town I start in. Okay. Definitely this one. That's zooming in here. So you got type 1, type 2, type 3. Type 4, type 5. Large. Alright, so you got... Okay, so eye color. Wow, you can have heterochromia? Kinda cool. I could barely even tell she had eyebrows. So many options. Oh, we can mess with these. Face paint. Xenoblade! Xenogears! There we go, guys. We're still playing Xeno games. Continuity has been achieved. They just make like grunts and stuff, right? They don't like actually talk, do they? All right. Moving on. Alright, so let's do the second Umbral Moon. We gotta pick a deity. I don't know what any of these are. Overseer of the Underworld, God of Commerce, deity of Olda. Sounds fun. Okay, so we got Disciples of War and Disciples of Magic. Okay. Do I want to be a tank? Do I want to be a DPS? Do I want to be a healer? Oh, nice. Dragoon gear. A bard, right? White mage, black mage, summoner. With the summoner horn, nice. I mean, that looks like something to aspire to. So I made a machinist last time. So I was DPS, but I was like sort of physical DPS. The one thing I really liked about the machinist is that you could just like move while doing everything. You didn't have to just stand there and cast, you know? I like being mobile. But I also like how badass she looks as a black mage. Pretty slow to play since you have to stay in place casting, yeah. I like the little wings. And the summoner horns. Classic. But then maybe I should just do like pugilist and name her Vandakama. We could always dye her clothes black. So since we're gonna be able to work together, I guess I don't know. I can change jobs whenever too, so it's not like a huge deal which one of these I choose. It's just gonna be the first couple levels, really. And we could go Arcanist and just like know that we could be Summoner or Scholar, I guess. That leaves our options open. I mean, in the long run, maybe I'll even want to turn her into like a dancer or something else that, you know, you can't even start out with. Or maybe I should go back to my tanking roots. Be some sort of a tank class. Of course, I don't know any of the dungeons. That's the downside of me liking tank, is like I feel like as a tank you need to know the dungeons, and I don't know any of the dungeons. So I feel like I shouldn't start out as a tank if I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna make a black mage. I know they have to stand still, but I don't know. I'm just feeling it. I'm feeling it, guys. Adamantois. All right, we got a namer. I don't know. I have to come up with a name. Let's see. What should we need? Naming things is always the hardest thing, isn't it? It's interesting because like Final Fantasy actually makes you pick 2 names. I feel like that might lead people to picking like real names more than like, you know, in WoW you'll just see all kinds of random usernames sometimes, right? I feel like just the act of forcing people to pick 2 separate names might have like lent itself to forcing people to pick more realistic names. I mean, it doesn't actually force you. You could just be like, you know, that's my name, you know. But, I should have spelled that. Names that are definitely taken for 500 Alex. Or not. No, cannot be used. Okay. We tried. My own like name is like the surname and use under the characters. You gonna be a tank? The world is currently full. So we're gonna be a thaumaturge. Now, we wait. So what's the name of your free company? Can I even join a free company? I have to like, get far enough in the main quest, don't I? Starfall Order. Is that the name of one of the abilities from Xenoblade Chronicles X? Starfall Rondo, Starfall, etc. Maybe. Alright, looks like we're gonna be playing Final Fantasy XIV tomorrow night too. Shadow's not gonna be available for Baldur's Gate.
Here. Here. Feel. Here. Feel.
Feel. Think. I feel like this twist in this game with so I've done the original Reborn storyline before, right? Like the main story before you get to the expansions. The whole thing with the dude behind the mask being like your friend or whatever is totally from Final Fantasy 2. I just feel like mentioning that because we're playing Final Fantasy 2 right now. You know, spoiler alert for like a 30-year-old game, right? But in Final Fantasy 2, the Black Knight is Minus, right? We keep running into him and Minus never showed back up. He's the Black Knight. And at the end of the game, you're like, oh my god, Minus, you've been the Black Knight? And he's all like, I didn't mean it. I don't, you know, there's explanations and stuff, and then he joins the party back up. It's the same thing. He was off making evil sandwiches. Y'all right, lass? You were moaning something fierce for a while there. Feeling the effects of the Aether, I reckon. You'll get used to it, though, don't worry. Chocobos! Oh my god, it's Skyrim all over again. You there, halt. What's all this about? Inspection. Men search the carriage. Those like face masks that cover their eyes are interesting. Back when your friends and you started a few months ago, it took forever to get us all able to create characters in the same world since they were all congested. I'm just an honest peddler friend, so don't be too disappointed you can't find nothing, eh? Mind your tongue, old man, lest I cut it out. Look, sir, Somnus. Dude, you planted that. Honest peddler, was it? Since when do honest peddlers deal in prohibited herbs? You're in a lot of trouble, old man. You'll rot in a dungeon till the end of your days unless you can afford the fine. Business as usual. Ugh. I'm old ja. To arms. To arms. Well, how are you supposed to pronounce that? Hey, these guys. 7 hells. Consider this a warning. Now go, all of you. At least they, stopped, trying to extort money from us for a second to protect us as we, when they got attacked. They're not all bad, right? That kind of excitement ain't good for the heart. You be careful around them brass blades, lass. Bastards will have the shirt off your back if they fancy it. Like common bandits they are, only less honest. Thank the gods for sending some beastmen to the rescue, eh? Hey, seeing as we've a long ride ahead, you mind keeping me company till we arrive? Them youngins don't much care for conversation, see? Brent's the name and Piddlin's my trade. And judging by your unusual garments, I'll wager you're one of them new adventurers. Yep. I knew it. Going wherever the wind blows, seeking fortune and glory. Now that's what I call living. So long as you can avoid dying, I mean. Ain't no secret that the adventure's a risky business these days, especially. What was it that first attracted you to it? The power. Power, as in her power to do good? Like protecting the weak and fighting for what's right and all that? Aye, thought that's what you meant. Well, adventurers do get up to a lot of fighting, that's for sure. We'll never be short of chance to polish your warcraft in the... polish your warcraft in the adventuring business. I haven't even gotten off the original cart and they're already like, man, you should go back to World of Warcraft. No, when you arrive in town, you'd best enroll at the Adventurers Guild. They'll set you on the right path. It wouldn't hurt to join a guild, neither. Ulda's home to a few, so if you fancy learning how to fight with a sword, your fists, or even spells, you should think about seeking one out. Just remember, though, there's more important things than fortune and glory, such as breathing. Ain't no profit in being dead, and that's a fact. By the by, is this your first trip to Ulda? No. But of course it ain't. Still, might be as this journey to itinerant has a few new things to teach you about your destination. One of those guys you get stuck with on the bus who just talks and talks and talks. Ulda's ruled by a sultana in name, but as most folks know, the syndicate holds the real power. Them and their monarchist cronies would happily get rid of her grace altogether, but that won't happen while she still commands the loyalty of the royalists, and the royalists are nothing if not loyal. These factions have long fought over power, throwing the weight of the wealth against each other, and show no signs of stopping. Of course, the lizardmen, that's the Amalja, I don't know. Couldn't care less about Uldan politics. They have their own interests, see, and they ain't afraid to use force to serve them. So it's like foreshadowing to like the events that'll happen between the end of this game and the beginning of the first expansion, right? With her grace and everything. They say war is a gift to peddlers. Need breed and profit. Need breed and profit, and though it shames me to say it, I'm inclined to agree. At long last. Behold Ulda, jewel of Thanalan, where folk turn sand into gold. Oh man, Garden of Eden, they locked your PS account.
Surrounded by the shifting sands of an endless desert, she rises, a solitary rose amidst the dust and rock, a symbol of defiance. Her name, Ulda.
Ulda.
Even with the coming of the 7th Umbral Era, hope springs eternal for the mongers and merchants who vie for lost fortunes in this bustling oasis. As the twin faces of Nold Thal maintain their vigil over all that has been and shall be, the present proffers a brave soul. One whose arrival could mark the beginning of a new era of prosperity for the realm.
And here's where we part ways, lass. I'm off to the markets to deliver me wares. Then it's on to the high road for me. Here. I want you to have this by way of thanks for putting up with me prowl. What are you giving me? You never did tell me your name, though, but here's an idea. Become the sort of storied personage I can brag about having met, and I'll consider a square. Done. Done. We'll do it.
May the traders nurture our fortunes as they kindle the flames which burn within us all. For by fire are we reborn.
For by fire are we reborn. Final Fantasy 14. This is like extra tall eye there. Final Fantasy 10 or 5. Welcome to Ul'dah. Which Final Fantasy 14 am I looking at? Shadowbringers, Realm Reborn, Heaven's Word? I mean, I have Shadowbringers, I think. But I mean, obviously you start at the beginning. Realm Reborn is the base game. It's what? Realm Reborn, the dragon one, then the heaven one, then the shadow one, or something like that. Oi, Ventra, over here. Yeah, free trial or the complete edition, that makes sense. Oh, I mean you. Fresh off the carriage by any chance, eh? How can I tell, eh? Name's Wyman, and my business is knowing every bugger else's. Now then, what if I was to offer you some invaluable advice by way of welcome to our fair city? Free of charge, even. Just this once, like. Everyone wants to talk to me. We have control? No. Welcome to Ul'dah, the shining beacon of prosperity rising from the deserts of Thanalan. Please select the control scheme you want to use. Woohoo! Woohoo! We've got control! Don't be like that, friend. I promise I'll make it worth your... Okay, fine, I get it. Tutorial. Oh my god, it's like, no, you're doing this. Okay, here we go. Nope. Got it. Alright. Experience Guild, sure. To be recognized as an adventurer in the city-state of Ul'dah, you must register yourself at the Adventurers Guild. Tis plain to anyone with eyes that you don't know your way around here. If I let you go wandering off down the nearest dark alley, you're certain to get mugged, or worse, and I don't know how to have that on my conscience. So before you do anything else, I want to head over to the quicksand and speak to old Momodi. She's a master of the Adventurers Guild and can set you on the right path. Just take those steps over yonder and pass through the double doors. You'll find her inside. And that's as much as you're getting for free. Good luck with the adventure, adventurer. You have begun a quest. Here's your duty list to help you complete the task. Oh my god. Go away. Thank you. Okay. Need you. Sure. We got Blizzard. That's cool. Gotta figure out how to like update the UI and stuff. Got some kind of widget here for our classes. There is definitely a free trial. My webcam imploded. Oh noes. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see which one does it. Yeah, there it is. Because I was trying to figure out what buttons hit the different bars, and that one messes with the webcam controls. Alright, if you're looking to join the Adventurers Guild, you've come to the right place. Name's Momodi, and I own this fine establishment, if you please. I also manage the Adventurers Guild here in Ul'dah, so you might say that I'm looking after green adventurers like yourself as my vocation. And lucky for you that is. Without someone like me to steer you right, you'd soon find yourself out in the middle of nowhere, caught up in business you don't understand. Like our conflict with the Al-Mahjah, for example. They've been plaguing the Sultanate for nigh on, forever now. Then there's the Garlean Empire. None can say for sure what they're plotting these days, only that they are. Garland and the Empire have joined together to make the Garlean Empire? What? Aye, the people drink and make merry, but underneath it all, there's worry. Worry and a lingering feeling of loss. And little wonder, it's scarce been 5 years since the Lesser Moon cracked open like a giant egg, releasing an abomination intent on turning the realm into an eighth hell. So much was lost in the blink of an eye. 'Twas like the end of the world had come at last. But then things begin to get foggy. Everyone's got their own version of what happened next. Some of them 2 or 3. You'd think people would remember something like that, but the fact is they don't. Nobody does. We retcon the universe. Just deal with it. There's one thing the survivors agree on, though. The part played by a band of adventurers who laid down their lives for a realm that wasn't their own. They fought valiantly, and like so many others, they never returned. Deeds worth remembering, I'm sure you'll agree. It's just a shame our recollections of those brave heroes are as jumbled as the calamity itself. Whenever we try to recall their faces to mind, it's like they're standing between us and midday sun permanently silhouetted. I'll bet that sounds poetic to you, doesn't it? But it's not. It's bloody infuriating. But even if we can't remember them, we'll not let them be forgotten, so we call them the Warriors of Light. And they'll forever stand as a shining example of what adventurers can achieve. And that's why I welcome new arrivals to our fair city. All I ask is you lend a helping hand and try and leave Ul'dah in a better state than you found her. If you can promise that, I'll be happy to let you join the guild. Alright then, promise is a promise now. I'm counting on your help to put a past behind us. We need people working and spending and bickering like the old days. And a happy and prosperous Ul'dah means more business for the quicksand too. Any road, let's make this official. Go ahead and write your name in the register as neat as you can. Elheim Gilded. Well, a charming name. It just rolls off the tongue, does. Alright, Miss Gilded. On behalf of the Adventurers Guild, I officially... Please, sir, be merciful. 12 is my witness. I swear to you, I bring you your money. In the East, it said even a merciful god might be driven to vengeance if thrice blasphemed. Be grateful you were given a 4th chance to offend. You too have tend to this scum. No, please, mercy. Well, ain't not a sorry sight, nor an uncommon one, if I'm honest. Don't worry, though. If you work hard, I doubt you'll end up like him. Just the same, if you ever need a bit of advice about one thing or another, pay me a visit. Just don't go bothering me every time you stub your bloody toe, alright? Of course, I do enjoy hearing a lady muse on the many manhoods of her acquaintance from time to time. Any road, welcome to Ul'dah, Elheim. Take a moment to catch your breath and I'll teach you about our fair city. Lots of text at the beginning. Boom! Quest complete! Oh my god, the quest is completed! This concludes the introductory game tutorial. Yep. Alright. Level up! Elemental gauge unlocked! And we learned fire. Alright. So it's my understanding now that we basically don't want to do the side quests. Is that right? If we just stick on the main story, we'll basically level up enough to finish, right? Like doing side quests is basically a waste of time and should be better saved for your other jobs, pretty much. Okay. Elemental gauge. Okay, so the elemental gauge indicates when you're under the influence of astral fire after casting fire, or umbral ice after casting blizzard. Under the effects of astral fire, all fire spells will increase potency but require more MP to cast. Under the effects of umbral ice, you'll have significantly increased MP recovery. Alright, so fire powers up fire spells but make them cost more, and ice makes you regenerate your MP. That's interesting. Okay. So you kind of like fire, 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 and then ice to like regen, and fire, 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 ice to regen. Yeah. Alright, we'll figure it out. Momodi, the proprietor of the quicksand, wants you to perform 3 tasks that will help you learn the fundamentals of adventuring. Do every side quest with a blue plus and skip the rest. Alright, before you go charging off to find your fortune, I have a few basic tasks I'd like you to perform so as to help you get to know the place. What about Thunder? Do we get Thunder? You have to get Thunder, right? First of all, I want you to visit the Aetherite Plaza. To get there, head west from here, you'll reach the Emerald Avenue, then to north, and you should see a giant floating crystal called Aetherite. Like, I've already played before the first part, so I know all this. Blue Plus quests unlock a new feature or a dungeon. Okay. If it weren't for Aetherites, traveling through Eorzea would be a damn sight more troublesome than it is. Of course, you still need to attune to them before you can use them, so be sure to do that with the one in the plaza. If you ever get attuned with an Aetherite before, lay your hands on the thing, you'll see what I mean. When you're done, you want to visit to Thaumaturge's Guild. Makes sense. Assuming that scepter ain't just for show, you might consider training there. And finally, I want you to visit the Sapphire Avenue Exchange over on the Steppes of Thal. Goods from all across the Eorzea and beyond turn up there every day, and you'll have no trouble finding armor, weapons, or anything else a fledgling adventurer like yourself might need. You might say that everything's for sale here in Ul'dah, and as long as you've got the guild, just make sure you don't pay more than you ought. There's plenty as won't scruple to swindle unsuspecting foreigners like yourself, especially if they think no one's looking out for their best interests. I had an issue like that. Garden, like there's a different account for Final Fantasy than there is for Square Enix. So like you might have a Square Enix account that's not a Final Fantasy account. Which is why I'm giving you this letter. When you visit the exchange, find a gentleman named Cesaroga. Give it to him. He'll be happy to tell you about the markets once he's read it. In short then, visit the Aetherite Plaza, the Thaumaturge's Guild, and the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Simple. Oh, before you go, a word of advice. While there are more than a few unsavory characters out there who'll try to take advantage of you, there are also some honest-to-goodness problems that you should consider offering a helping hand to. A lot of folk are lured to the city by the promise of wealth and power, and what many of them fail to realize is that instead of chasing after all the guild the moment they get here, they ought to be making friends. Let it be known that if you're willing to give as much as you get, and opportunities will come your way. Speaking of which, you should speak with the smith over yonder. Those lads always have some good advice for up-and-coming adventurers. Otherwise, that's about it for me. It's past time you got going. Oh, and let me know when you finished, will you? That way I won't spend my days worrying that you're down to the small clothes without a guild of your name. Alright. I forgot this game has like a really extensive like crafting system too. Like crafting jobs is like a whole separate thing. So think about that. Alright, so the smith. The smith. Right, okay, yeah. Okay. Don't need that. Alright, cool. So we gotta go do all the things that she asked us to do. Friend request. Mona Kingman. What's up, bud? And a tuning. That was you, right? Ilyana. That a Wheel of Time reference? Speaking of Wheel of Time, I can't wait for that show to come out on Amazon. I really hope they did a good job with it. Given that there is an aetheryte in almost every corner of yours, yep, aetherites are good. They let you teleport around. Don't need to tell me twice. Return learned. Okay. Hey, there's Mona. What's up? Another friend request. Ilyana Tia. Hey, guys. Does Shire made a dragon? She made a dragon girl named Celine Stella Luna. See if we can add her. How do we add somebody? How do you add somebody? Free company invite? Tripitus Megalieros free company invite. Who's that? Is that the right guy? The Silent Ensemble. I don't think this is the right guy. Yeah. Just random inviting me. No. Yes. How do you find someone to friend? Oh, player search. Here we go. Search conditions. Celine. Boom. Friend request. Oh, she's in Leo's room. She's not gonna get it yet. I'll have to wait. I might have to send it again. Alright. Yay, free company. Let's see. Starfall Order. Rank 5. I don't know what that means. I know what it means. I don't know if that's good or not. Alright, so let's see. I need to head. Thaumaturge's Guild is, yeah, the other way. Gotta hit up all these crystals on the way so that we can start teleporting around the city from now on. See, what is the button on this game? I'm going to have to do some like remapping of some of the controls so I can remember what's what. Alright. Let's put star. I like it. Means the company action, the heat of battle. Earned XP to battle 5%. Nice. Oh, I guess we gotta talk to someone at the front desk. Yep. Hey, Des! Within these hallowed halls. Desiree! I'm gonna send you a friend invite. I sent one already, but it's probably gonna expire before you get there.
Alright.
No, I know, it's fine. Within these hallowed halls, the arts of devastation are taught, primeval magics with which to bring about an enemy's ruin. If you'd like to join our ranks and wield such power, you must needs know our beginnings. The nation of Ulda inherited its tradition from the ancient Bella city founded in the descendants of the first mages. Secrets of these illustrious sorcerers were ultimately entrusted to the priests of the Order of Nald Thal, who had passed them down from generation to generation ever since. Focused on the refined over the centuries of use in the Order's funeral rites, the arcane magics of our ancestors eventually emerged as the art we now know as thaumaturgy. Yep, okay, we're getting like the tour guide talk here. Alright. Boom. Thaumaturgy me. A maple shield and some raisins. Perfect. Perfect. What would be a better setup? We need to wield some raisins. Gotta go talk to this guy back here. Who? What? Oh, Thal's teeth, miss. Did your mother never tell you not to startle a thaumaturge? Look at the expectant face, Kokobiko. This lady is obviously a new applicant for the guild seeking audience with our eldest brother. Oh, Prelate Yayake. She can recite the 307 verses of the funerary rites of the virtuous fallen from memory, but the simple task of keeping our names straight seems ever beyond her grasp. Wah! Well, I, for one, find the constant confusion endlessly entertaining. My apologies, my dear. My merriment was not meant to mock your mistake. It is our sibling, Kokobuki, with whom you should speak. What's this? What's this? Great Thal has led us to a new aspirant. Ah, Kokobuki, are you here the entire time? Why are they all the little dudes? Greetings, children. Oh, child. I am Kokobuki, the eldest, and I would venture to say the wisest of the 5 masters of the Thaumaturges Guild. It is my solemn duty to furnish our would-be initiates with a succinct understanding of our beloved art. Thus, I would have your fullest attention. To wield thaumaturgy is to unleash devastation of the highest magnitude. The lethal force of our spells far exceeds the destructive capability of any other form of arcane manipulation. Fire, lightning, blizzards, somnolence. The thaumaturge calls upon an expansive arsenal of offensive incantations to incapacitate and obliterate all manner of adversaries. Open your mind to our sorcerer's teachings, and you too shall soon hold the unparalleled power of our discipline in the palm of your hand. Of course, such power has a price. You must be willing to plunge headfirst into the forbidding chasm of thaumaturgy's secrets. For advancement in this art comes only when the completion of deadly, terrible trials. I ask you now, aspirant, are you prepared to leap into the abyss in pursuit of power unrivaled? Yes. A confident response. Your name, if you will. Very well. Elheim, let us mark your initiation with a trial to test the limits of your aptitude for channeling thaumaturgy. Although it's like, you want to be a black mage, do you? Then we shall test your aptitude. We shall test your mettle. Go fight the weakest enemies in the game. And if you can kill 5, nay 3 of these bugs... No. Hornets! Huge hornets! Star mammoths! Snapping shrews! Inhabit the land in this abundance. It's literally talking about the weakest enemies in the game, and it's like, oh, exercise your sorceress might and slay 3 of each these characters before returning to my side. Okay, bud. We're gonna pretend that's a big test, but I mean, come on. What is your quest? You give me a hat and shit? Like most of the time I don't want to grab an extra quest, but like I feel like that's gonna be real easy to do. So we're just gonna grab that one. Alright. We also need to go to the markets, and we can go ahead and pick up another teleport spot while we're at it. Hey, looks like Garden Eden figured it out. That's awesome. Looks like Desshire hit my friend list up. That's also awesome. Figure out my buttons here. Yeah. Oh, can I invite people to the company? Wow, that's crazy. All right. So, let's see. Straight ahead. There's always an update. Go ahead and grab like all of these crystals. Once you get all of them, it lets you teleport to like the gates, which is super useful. I'm gonna try and focus on doing the main story and not get sidetracked by like other jobs and crafting and stuff, at least not right away. I'll most likely get, you know, distracted by that at some point. But okay. Progress. Cesaroga. And you are a newly come adventurer, but of course, yes, I am Cesaroga. What can I do for you? Ah, you would have me teach you the ways of the marketplace. Very wise. As for my fee, what? You expect me to do it for free? Surely you jest. My dear adventurer, when you ask an Olden for a favor, you should at least try to make it worth his while. Judging by your garb, I rather doubt you could afford my services, but the fact that you offer nothing is laughable. So I offer you this letter. Oh, Mistress Momodi instructed you to seek me out, did she? Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. I shall be brief, and you shall be attentive. You stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest, most profitable marketplace in the Sultanate. Being advantageously situated in relation to the other city-states, Olda's markets have ever served as both the literal and figurative centers of Eorzean commerce. All the great overland trade routes lead to our city, and the majority of maritime trade routes between Vilbrand and Aldnard pass through our ports. Because of this, countless companies and consortia have chosen Olda as their base of operations. They see to it that this marketplace is awash with merchants and moneylenders day and night. Anything a man could ever desire can be purchased here, provided he has sufficient funds. Surely there's something you seek, adventurer, a deadlier sword, perhaps, or a shinier trinket. Whatever you want, the exchange will have it. To the north, you will find merchants peddling armor and accessories, curatives, and crafting materials. To the south, you will find weapons, tools, and an assortment of useful items for sale. Seek out a particular merchant or browse to your heart's content, but do try to remain aloof should you find something that piques your interest. Decisions made in the heat of the moment are usually unwise, especially where coin is concerned. This is all complimentary aid that you shall have from me. It is far too much of my taste. My regards to Momodi. Now, off with you. Alright, cool. Quest complete. I mean, she's in a cutscene. All right, let's see. I don't know what Ethernet I've missed. Is it just this one? Ilyana. Party join. I'll turn this in before I head out to do the Mage Guild one. How was your tour of the city, Elheim? Did you get lost, did you? Aye, well, Old is a big place with lots to see and do, but wandering around aimlessly don't pay the bills. If you're serious about making a living here, you'll need to remember where things are. So when you go explore like you've got a purpose, eh? Alright then, all that's left for you to do is work hard, make money, and spend it here at the quicksand. Oh. Alright, so we need to be level 4 to do the next one, which is fine because we're about to go do some thaumaturge quests and probably get to level 4. Probably hit level 3 already as it is. Elheim's already level 4. Racking it up, racking it up. Alright, let's start killing things. Peace! Oh, you have more abilities. Black Mage is going to be slow. You can already see that. That's okay though. Yeah, I get that. I played a little bit of Black Mage before, and I remember there's an ability you get later that lets you swap your stacks from like fire to ice or vice versa, and that greatly increases your ability to like keep the chain going, so to speak. Sure, you don't have to actually you don't have to actually loot. It just does it for you. Yeah, I'm sure it goes way beyond that. I didn't play long enough to get into way beyond that, but I already know that that alone is a long step past where I am right now. Okay, let's see. We still need to kill Snapping Shrew. Also, oh, we don't even have the Hunter log yet, do we? Okay. The fake going on. Level 5 guys. Okay, enough for the Thaumaturge's guild. On both quests. Let's make sure we get to level 4 though. Theoretically, turning in those quests should push us to level 4. Let me check. Say, yeah, 400 XP. 140 says 500 or so XP. Yeah, turning those quests will be close. Let's just kill a couple more on the way there. I want to make sure I hit level 4 so I can grab the next main quest. Okay, that's enough. He says as he walks the wrong way. What's auto run by default? R. Okay. I'll figure out later. All right. Okay. Level 5. Oh, raisins! Now we're really cooking. Alright, so we need what, level 5 for this next one? Yes. Alright, but we can get the next main story one now. And we got transpose already. Nice. Transpose is apparently level 4. Oh, youngling, how you finding our fine old got your bearings out about you yet? If so, mayhap it's time you ventured beyond the city walls. The bustling streets of Ul'dah are one thing, but the wilds of Thanalan are altogether another. I know a bloke you might fancy speaking to, and you, name of Papashan. You'll find him over at Ul'dah Dispatch Yard. No doubt he'll have some work for you. The dispatch yard's over in central Thanalan. Just head out the door across the hall, and you'll see the gated knob staring right back at you. Pass through it and head east, and you'll come upon it for long. There's danger beyond the wall, though. More than I care to count. Nothing too terrible, mind you, but feisty enough to attack you if you draw near. Don't say nobody cared enough to warn you. Okay. Let's see, what do we do? He's already level 5. Alright, Ilyana. We're gonna head this way. Oh, I miss having a mount. Ooh, you're marked with the hunter log. Do I have a hunter log? We have a hunter log now. Hell yeah. Yeah, I got multi-seat mounts in World of Warcraft, but I don't have anything in this one right now. You certainly look the part of an adventure, my friend. Might you be the good soul Momodia asked to advise me to expect? I'm Papashan, station master of this humble dispatch yard. An empty title, I assure you. I truly am no more than a tired old Lalafell, passing his final years in quiet solitude. 12? No, there have been plenty of both these last 5 years since Calamity struck. The devastation was vast. Yet now two Oldens work together, doing all in our power to rebuild what was laid to ruin. By the sweat of our brows and the love of our home, we've had to rebuild Ul'dah to the grandeur and majesty that you see today. Railways, which run through this dispatch yard, too, were born from the noble effort of a great many souls. But there's still much work to be done. The wounds left by the Calamity run deep. Isolated areas beyond our lines of supply remain, and there are places yet wanting for relief and restoration. Ul'dah needs the aid of you and your brethren, friend. In fact, never has our need been more dire. Which brings me to the point, I suppose. I do believe I may have some work suited for one of your ability. Okay. Oh, I have level 5 already. Sweet. Five, 10, plus 1 hit, plus 1 mind. Yeah, okay. Ooh, a staff. Nice. Alright. You got my attention. Simple task for a fledgling adventurer. If you come all this way, perhaps you can perform an errand for me. Just so happens a number of sentries have been sent to guard the area, dispatched to the dispatch yard, as if it were. They've long been away from the shade and the featherbeds of the city, and the hot days and the cold nights can play hells on the mind and body out here. It isn't much, but go and give them the twilight pretzels, would you? Find comfort food always helps when I feel like killing myself. Wow, okay. Oh man, your day's going so bad you want to kill yourself? Have a pretzel, man. Pretzel? Yeah, just have a pretzel. All it takes. Serious Sultan Sworn. Halt, ma'am. I'm gonna have to ask you to put the pretzel on the ground and place your hands above your head. State your name and business. A twilight pretzel from Papashan. By the gods, forgive me. How could you could say this new post is my nerves in a twist. I'm terribly sorry for that. Yes, well, you may rest assured that dispatch yard is safe so long as I stand watch. Look at this guy. Oh, okay. Please give Papashan my thanks and tell him that I only wish I could repay the favor. I'll do that. Okay. A stern Sultan Sworn. What's up, bud? Western front clear. Eastern front clear. For me, from Papashan, twilight pretzel, my favorite. How did he know? I can't fight on an empty stomach, now can I? Actually, I can't fight on any stomach. I suppose you could say I have no stomach for fighting. Don't think you can currently see the party chat and chat logs. Yeah, I'm not sure how to edit the chat logs. Oh, here we go. Recommend using the recommended gear button. Alright. Yeah, I have the recommended gear on. I rule. Unlike my other character, I do not have a giant, vast store of gear to sift through. It's literally like, I'm wearing everything I own, except that these are bad. 12 saved me scorching days, freezing nights. That's supposed to be the end of me. Would you like a pretzel? Twilight pretzel? Don't mind if I do. Oh, that's refreshing. God's damn pretzel. I feel reborn. Man, these pretzels are good. I don't want a pretzel. I'm in serious need of a pretzel now. I'm gonna figure out how to like edit what you see in the chat log so I can make like a new tab that's just like party and free company so that like all this other crap going on doesn't like push the chat off of the list. I gotta figure out how to edit what a tab shows. We're on the same quest step. Sweet. You've returned with a few fewer pretzels. I see. Tell me, how fair are Sultan Sworn sentries? Have anything to report, anything at all? Nothing. You sure? Oh dear. Take this for your troubles then and stay a moment. There's more I would ask of you. Upgrades, people. Upgrades. Elheim, I have just this moment. No time for concealment is past. The truth is, even before I had you deliver those pretzels, I was privy to some most unsettling news. Which is the real reason I sent for you to meet those Sultan Sworn. Twist. A young noblewoman from a very prestigious family has run away from home. I've been ordered to see her safe return. The Sultan swarm you met earlier are assisting with the search. Alas, it seems they have found no trace of her. I apologize for not being frank with you from the start, but we must proceed with caution. Should word of her disappearance spread, I fear others with less honorable motives may join the hunt. And should we allow her to come to any harm, not even 100 beheadings would be punishment enough. This cannot happen, Elheim. It must not. I need you to help me find her. I'm on the case. Praise the 12. I knew I could count on you. I've instructed the others to expand the search, but Thanalan is vast and there are only so many of us. The young noblewoman's name is Lady Lilira. I want you to go south and look for her in the vicinity of the Sultan Tree. Good luck. All right. I'm on the case, Papa Sean. What's up, Ilyana? Ilyana! Ooh, thunder. Deals lightning damage with a potency of 30. Additional effect, lightning damage over time, potency of 40. 18-second duration. Only one thunder spell induced damage over time effect can be inflicted on a single target. Can't stack it. Got it. Aha! A hooded Lalafell. The party has been disbanded. Oh, this is a do-it-yourself mission. I gotcha. Do I enter instance battle? Alright. Level sync is level 8. I hope I don't die. I don't know how to play my class that well. This could go poorly.
Oh, Sultan Tree, hallowed spirit of my line, forgive my weakness. My failings have cost us dear.
If I cast fire to build up the cost and the strength of it, does it also strengthen like thunder?
Show yourself.
Or does it only strengthen fire spells?
As you command, O Lilira.
Oh look, it's Leon. Just kidding.
Forgive my selfish desire to assure your welfare.
I don't recall requesting an escort. Simply pretend we never met and continue on your way.
Simply pretend we never met.
We both know I can do no such thing. It isn't safe for you here alone.
I feel like you guys are
It
ignoring
isn't
me.
safe for anyone. Not with this etheric disturbance. It's as though the dead are watching us. And I'd prefer not to join them, if it's all the same to you. Ah, you must be the one that Papa Shan mentioned. Congratulations on finding our elusive young charge. You'll have to forgive her impetuousness. What she lacks in discipline, she makes up for in stubbornness. You should return with us. The station master will be eager to thank Lady Lilira's protector in person. Alas, the
Suddenly
station
in.
master will have to wait. Dear Lilira, for my sake, please stay out of harm's way.
Mech is
As
killing
for
me tonight.
you, dear friend, for Lilira's sake, please
Please
stay in harm's way.
Stay in harm's way. I am the Black Mage, sir. You better get your butt up in harm's way. I'll be back here. With spells. I'm helping. Oh no, there's lesser ones. Crap. Shit. I missed the transpose. I mean, you ought to friends now. Hey, Shadow. Yeah, I figured that out as the fight went on. But thanks for the tip, Minus. Crystal, get!
Hear, feel, think. Crystal bearer. I am Heidelin, all made one.
Hide
Light
light.
there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart.
That's a big ass crystal, guys. Oof. I love Final Fantasy.
My child.
This is actually gonna be really good. I like this new plan that we have, where I'm doing Final Fantasy 14 on Wednesday, Thursday. So I'm kind of like sandwiching the MMO in the middle of the week, and then just like building up the series as a whole throughout the other rest of the week, you know?
Ah, coming around now.
Would you mind telling me what that was?
If I only knew. A denizen of the void at any rate.
The void scent? Here? But how?
The question isn't how, but who. We're not dealing with bookless bandits. Don't suppose the answer came to you in a dream. No sooner did you fell the beast than you fell asleep. Too much ether, no doubt. Interesting. I hadn't considered the crystal. But of course, this changes everything. Oh, just thinking aloud? At any rate, we haven't a moment to spare. I must return and report this at once.
The voice acting in A Realm Reborn is certainly something. Is it a lot better than the new ones? I've heard that before.
I leave Lady Lilira in your capable hands.
I've played so many old games recently, and like not in the last couple months. I mean, like Xenosaga doesn't have that bad of voice acting, but like I was watching like Deadshire play Resident Evil last week, so I mean, like every voice acting sounds good in comparison.
How dare you pass me about like a swaddled bear?
They recast everyone from Heaven's Word onwards. Interesting.
I shall return and tell them myself.
I feel like you can see that in like World of Warcraft too. Like at certain expansions, they like up the production values for their cutscenes and stuff.
I suspect we shall meet again before long. Until then, do try and stay awake.
All right. We survived! That's what matters. Let's see, are there any more things in Central Thailand? These clouds, they're in Blackbrush. Blackbrush, I think Blackbrush is a little bit higher level. Isn't it? It's like up here. Yeah, it's up there. We'll get up to Blackbrush Station eventually. For now, let's go turn this in, and then we're like level 6, heading towards level 7, and we have a level 5 mage quest still to do. There's a new quest like every 5 levels, I think, for your job, right? We don't want to fall behind on our mage quests either. Like Des Shire's level 3. Doing her thing. we're going to be playing Final Fantasy XIV likely over the entirety of the Final Fantasy franchise playthrough every Wednesday and Thursday. So we're not in a rush to beat it. We're just going to kind of take it as the MMO that it is, you know? Thank the gods you've returned. You all had us so worried. You do realize what would happen if a person of your noble stature were to be injured, or worse. Why, Her Grace the Sultana would be beside herself with grief, and so would her subjects. I dare say they'd be weeping in the streets. But I have already given you cause to weep, Papa Shan, you and the people of Ul'dah. Please, you're not to say such things. We will find it, I swear to you. It's not my place to make demands, my lady, but I beg you, please stay out of harm's way. I apologize for causing you undue worry, Papa Shan. I shall refrain from traveling unescorted in the future. Oh, the Lilithful. I cannot thank you enough, Elheim. I understand you fought bravely to protect Lady Lilira from void-sent fiends. For your gallant service, you deserved all the riches of the royal vaults. Alas, a small token of my gratitude is the best I can offer. A sarcastic man with a strange contraption strapped to his shoulder. I see, you met Thancred. He's a scholar who spends his days investigating oddities in the aether. Rather too fond of the sound of his own voice for my liking, but perfectly harmless. As for you, Elheim, you're just the sort of adventurer we need around here. I pray you show the same kindness to the people of Thanalan that you did to us today. 2200 XP. Dude, we are just rocketing through the levels. This is beautiful. Is that another level already? Almost. Almost. Sisidoa. Alright. Deliver a gift to the coffin and coffer. That's on the way to Blackbrush. You're an adventurer, yes? If you're not otherwise occupied, I have a favor to ask. I've resolved to repay the debt of gratitude which I owe the owner of the coffer and coffin. For this purpose, I've purchased the royal plantations a prodigiously plump pumpkin, a particularly popular piece of produce. Alas, I cannot part this place to procure and proffer the pumpkin. You see, the scheduled shipment from the Nanawa mines, for which I wait, is late. I would prevail upon you to pick up the pumpkin in my stead and see it safely to the coffer and coffin. Present this receipt of purchase to Gagari in the royal plantations and she will yield it to you. I apologize for asking you to attend to this time-consuming task, but I truly appreciate your assistance. Most recent patch drastically increased the XP earned from the main quest. I'm noticing that. Like, holy crap. We're gonna level fast. I am not complaining. If Sisidoa doesn't come calling soon, this spectacular specimen shall sadly be past its prime. The thing is, though, like, last time I leveled through Reborn, I mostly just did the main quest, and I still over-leveled past the end of it. Like, because you still have to get through all the quests. You know what I mean? So if they've increased the XP even more, like, what level am I going to be when I finally finish all the required quests? It's not like it's not like World of Warcraft, really, right? In World of Warcraft, if you over-level, you just kind of skip the rest of the story and move on. In this one, you pretty much have to play through the story. It'll even out around 40? Okay. Oh, so you're to deliver a decadent delight. I can say with confidence that any gourmand would be grateful for such a grand gift. They love their alliteration in this quest. Here's the pumpkin. I hope it meets with Roger's approval. Fresh produce is somewhat scarce in these parts, and as such we are always deluged with demand. You know the way to the coffer and coffin, correct? It is beyond the bridge to the northwest. Look for a place where the local laborers lounge. Like, la 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 la. Alright. You at level 32 doing level 20 quests, but then they'll leave it out. Alright. That just means that the quests will be easy, right? That's fine. I am excited to get to the newer expansions anyways. Alright, so the Surfid Clouds. Let's go. Take these guys out. Not gonna bother with lightning because honestly, we kill them so fast I don't need the dot. There's no one here. Be the last cloud that I need. And that's another level. That's interesting. You can just like keep hitting transpose to keep this going. At least to keep one of them going, yes. I helped. Fate complete. Drink for you, lassie. You won't get better ale or spirits for your coin than that may place. What's that? Cicidoa asked you to bring this here to me. Even that foul-mouthed drunk knows the meaning of remorse. Reckon this is for the time I carried his drink-sodden arse back home. But hell's an honest-to-God's pumpkin from the royal plantations. I can't wait to see what the cooks will do with her. The lads here scarfed down beastly amounts of meat, and it's starting to tell on their health. It'll be good to get more vegetables in their bellies, assuming I can get the stubborn bastards to try something new. Thanks for the help, lassie. About to hit level 8. That'll do it. 5,000. Holy crap. Word is Blackbrush Station's sorely undermanned. The stone torches there can't get a moment's peace. A bloke by the name of Warren was hoping to bolster their numbers with a short-term assignment or two. You fancy putting a few extra gil in your pocket? You could do a lot worse. Level 4 for Celine. Look for work, perchance? If so, you couldn't have come at a better time. We stone torches are sellswords hired by a Magina and Sons mineral concern to protect its interest. Our primary duty here is to keep track of the tracks clear of pests. It's for this purpose that we require your aid. I should point out, however, that it can be messy work and is liable to get messier still if you're ill prepared. A single piece of gear can mean the difference between life and death. I'll not have have it on my conscience that I sent an ill-equipped adventurer to an uncomely demise. See to it that your arms and armor are in order, and if you're ready, present yourself to me again. Head, body, hands, legs, and feet, with items level 5 or better before returning. Are we already good? Let's see. Yep. Cool beans. Speaking of which, we can upgrade. 5 of luck. And another staff. Look at that. Alright. Let's get to it then, shall we? 4 wagons pass through the station every day, but not without incident. Wagons coming and going from the dispatch yard to the south must pass through a tunnel by Fesca's watch, a tunnel in which some genius saw fit to put an ore storehouse, creating an ideal conditions for a goblin nest. So now the ore-loving beasts have taken up residence in the tunnel we dug and practically delivering meals to their doorstep. But no more. Inside the tunnel in question, you will find a narrow fissure where the goblins hide. Use this silver ore cluster to lure the creatures out and then slay them. That I can do. Alright. Attuned to this sucker. Just above level 50 by the end of ARR? Perfect. Alright, so the main quest is taking us back here. I need to take a step back to the Thaumaturge's Guild at some point. We're going to hit level 10 before we even do the level 5 quest. And maybe this is a good point to do it. Definitely sells for 1 gil. Might as well use it. Alright. Let's go grab the mage's quest. I've got Adel here. Lower charges intelligence and mind by 10%. That sounds more useful outside of leveling. Alright. Let's return. We're gonna go back and get the class quest. And then we'll go back to the main story quest. When we hit 10, we'll do the class quest. We'll go back to the main story quest, etc., etc. Alright. Oh, wait, no. I think we're missing the teleport, the Aether Crystal, like, over by, like, where, like, the throne and everything is. Like, these two, these are the ones we're missing. By the Royal Promenade, and there's also one in the Scholars area, the Alchemist Guild. We had to get those at some point too. Alright, so this will give us the same staff we already have, but also some other gear, so that's good. Burgeoning power strains the confines of your untried mortal shell. Another trial you must have. From this day forth, your tasks and challenges will be shaped by the teachings found within Thaumaturgy, the Yawning Abyss, a tome penned by the renowned Thaumaturge, Zozomaya. My brothers, who have not once tasted the bitter draught of defeat, will instruct you in the vital lessons to be gleaned from the 4 extensive chapters that comprise this exemplary work. Much shall you learn about the threats which a practitioner of our art must contend. The first chapter, the threat of intimacy, falls within Coco Baigo's purview. It is only fitting that one, so averse to being approached, should teach you the wisdom to be uncovered therein. Yes, Elheim, I've been expecting you. Allow me to read to you the pertinent passages from the opening chapter of Zozomaya's Guide. The threat of intimacy. Ah, how magnificent the potent power we wield! Roaring flames, piercing ice, and shocking bolts are matched not by fist or sword or spear. But the burly warrior waxes fearsome whenever, every closing step, fists shatter bone, blades slide through flesh, spears puncture soft bellies. Know you this threat and stand you apart from such men. Ugh, that last part makes me queasy no matter how often I recite it. The lessons, however, should be obvious. Keep your distance from your foes. Apart from the agony of being hit or stabbed or worse, you'll have a devil of a time completing an incantation with an enemy flailing his weapons at your person. Thus, the wise Thaumaturge always strikes from afar. The farther the better. Now, let us proceed with your trial. Take this dried fish and set it down in the vicinity of the Silver Bazaar. Next, simply draw back to a comfortable distance and wait for the vulture to swoop in to feed. That's when you ambush the nasty creature with a barrage of deadly spells, and once you have slain the scavenger, be sure to retrieve a generous slice of vulture meat, or fafafono. He doesn't mind us conducting the trial so close to his shop so long as he's being properly compensated. Yes, Elheim, we pay him in sorcery-blasted bird flesh. Of course we do. Alright. I'm going to... Take a short detour. I don't have a waste slot yet. All right, bless you. Have a good night, man. Thanks for watching. We'll be doing more Final Fantasy 14 tomorrow night. All right, there's all the Aetheryte. Alright, let's get some ladybugs real quick. Okay. Actor, yep. Okay. Western Hammerlea. Up here, right? Or down? That's over here. We got a quest with a plus sign in here too. You heard the news about the goblet? All that quality land so desperately covered it. Oh, this is like housing. Alright, there's mage quest down there. We need hammer beaks. We need Yarzon feeders and rusty cobble. Central, Central, Central. The rest of them are in Central. Alright. Let's just continue down for this mage quest. I hit level 9 already. Wait over here for the bird to show up. Then we pelt him with fire. Couldn't be easier. Level up. Leon is level 10 already. You're not making use of the testing grounds, are you? Cough up the fee then. It is not a race. At all. Nothing so tender as a bit of meat pummeled with wanton wizardry. I still miss it with business with you, Thaumaturge. Did you say Thaumaturge? Has this mage just completed a guild trial? Ah, Master Alchemist, what brings you out to our bazaar on this fine evening? The lady here just slew herself a plump vulture. You'd be surprised at how many of these scepter-wielding sorcerers end up sliced up to ribbons by beak and talon, and that's not the sort of flesh as if I have a taste for, you understand. My brothers, not again. Cool beans. Returns not quite ready. Got another minute on it. 2 minutes almost. Let's just teleport. Five letters. Ahaha, welcome back, Elheim. You seem to have done well. Both eyes intact, face appears unshredded. It's truly the most terrible feeling to have one's casting interrupted by heinous injury. It's one of the easier trials, if you ask me. Keep well away from the pointy, slashy, bashy things if you want to reach the end of an arcane utterance. That's just common sense. Fortune favors the fighter who flings fire from afar. I simply love the look of loathing leveled at me by the distant duelist distressed by my deadly downpour. The alliteration, though. Cringe. We thaumaturges excel at offense, but fail miserably at defense. Our most effective strategy is to topple our adversaries with overwhelming force before they have a chance to respond. Honor is for knights and dead mages. Elheim, your studies appear to be progressing nicely. It won't be long before you dominate the battlefield as an avatar of sorcerous destruction. Uh-oh. So it's true, Pookie. Don't try to hide from me. Bigo, or you, Bonnie, or Bezzy, or Boha. Kokobusi, what are you doing here? You promised you would teach me next. Well, yes, of course we did, but Elheim here was most insistent. And once again, you brushed me aside in the hope that I abandoned my heart's desire. Why do you deny me? I hate all of you. Looks like he didn't do as well fighting that buzzard. He's like missing an eye. Please, Boosie, you shouldn't say such hurtful things. You know how delicate Bigo is. That was Kokabusi, our youngest brother. He so dearly wishes to become a thaumaturge like the rest of us, but simply isn't possible. The boy's etheric levels are pitifully low. We thought we had convinced him to accept fate's cruel quirks when he entered the Alchemist Guild, but he yearns to walk the path of thaumaturgy. Such is Kokabusi's determination that he spends all of his waking moments experimenting with alchemical concoctions, seeking a method by which he can expand his capacity for arcane manipulation. Well, this is obviously not your concern. Back to the abyss with you, young thaumaturge, and I mean that in the most encouraging manner possible. To hell with you. Say hi. Alright. Go and get another hat, or... Yeah, let's get a hat. Achievement unlocked! Why is all my equipment unequipped? What happened here? Oh, it's because of this thing. Is this really better? It's 2 intelligence, 2 mind, 1428. This is intelligence and mind, 510. I guess it is. Okay. It's taking multiple slots, that's what it is. Alright, we need one more level to do the next quest. Alright. So be it. Complete 10 quests. Ooh, that's a hard achievement. Really burning the midnight oil on that one. Be impressive to not have that quest, that achievement. Alright. Set our mage league abilities down on this. Kill some monsters. Is it? Or that was easy. Well done. It shan't be easy work to keep the tunnel free of goblins, but our wagons should be able to go unmolested for a time. Disruptions to the ore shipment threaten not only the interests of Imagina and Son's mineral concern, but Ulda herself. One might liken these train tracks to veins that bear our nation's lifeblood. Only we had more women like you to lend a hand. Upgrades. Most amazing rumor. Okay. I'm not just checking your level, I'm checking how Deathshire is doing. Ah, the altruistic adventurer. I was hoping we'd bump into each other. Why? Because the most fascinating piece of news recently reached my ears, and I'm eager to share it. May I? Rumor has it there's a vast untapped vein of ore beneath the ruins of Gilded. But that is not all. Inconceivably, the concern appears to be entirely ignorant of its existence. Even as we speak, a young upstart, a self-made merchant from Stone's Throw of all places, is moving to claim it. What class is she? I don't know. Let me see. Oh, looks like she logged off. She's a conjurer. For now, at least. This delivery Moogle. We apparently have letters. Oh, okay. XP. I'll take it. The Leonhardt attire. Okay, yeah, sure. Tantalus attire. Okay, cool. Wild Rose stuff. Dude, it's the freaking Final Fantasy II outfit. That's awesome. And Cloud Strife, huh? Cool beans. Eating after midnight may result in injury. Yours. Now summon a baby gremlin minion. Of course I can. Alright. Got some of my Leonhardt stuff apparently. And most importantly, the earring. Increase XP earned by 30% when level 70 and below. That's huge. Holy crap. Alright. Didn't know about that, or would have been wearing it already. Yeah, it's probably from playing back in the old days, I'm guessing. I'm really not sure. Huh. Oh, you know, I actually need to kill these guys anyways. This is convenient. Yep, and then I can do level 10 job quest. They can do the rest of the fate themselves. Alright. Grave Robber and Sunbats. Come to join. Sorry, but you're too late. Some brass blades looking for extra coin volunteered. The team's already en route to the ruins. But look, I know it's not easy to find work these days. If you're interested, there's something else you can do for me. There's these children outside, little ones from Stone's Throw. I look after them when I have time to spare, so they've taken to follow me around even when I told them not to. But what with the overseeing the search for the vein, I really have a chance to visit the privy at the moment, much less entertain younglings. Can you give these ginger cookies and convince them to go home for me? Yeah, that'll work. You're like starving kids. Have a cookie, go away. Thank you, adventurer. I only wish I could do more. Stonestone is no place for a child. Not that my childhood was much happier. Never enough food to go around, nor work to earn it, but no shortage of contempt from the great and good. I remember thinking that I could only get better, yet now, after the calamity and everything else, for us refugees to be forced to live outside the gates like bloody beastmen is a disgrace. They say with enough money you can change the laws here, so I'm going to make a fortune and do just that. I'll buy the excavation rights and start my own mining business, and then I'll give my fellow refugees the work they're crying out for, and I'll pay them fairly. The mining companies have profited from our suffering for too long, but in the hubris they've grown complacent, presenting us with a golden opportunity. And we will take it, adventurer. We will claim our dignity, and with it our place within these walls. We found her. We found the vein, Wystan. You must come and see. Ready. Amazing. We leave at once. You should join me, my friend. Come and bear witness to history in the making. Bear witness to something. Alright. Let's see. Where are we witnessing this? Over here, okay. Oh, we got a new spell. Sleep. Target and all nearby enemies asleep. Sleep's AoE, that's cool. See, this guy's... They're both Flatbush and the Clutch. Sunbat and Spring and Grave Robber. Well, there's the Grave Robbers right there. That's Thal's balls, son. A vein of ore in the middle of a ruined bloody city? Goddamned idiot. What did you think was going to happen? That you'd strike it rich and get cozy with the Order? While the Masters of Ul'dah looked on? No one crosses the Syndicate. The Syndicate? Finally sunk in, has it? Well, look at this. Not all your friends deserted you. It seems, lucky boy, now we won't have to die alone. O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul that it may wake into life. Who's that spouting gibberish? Show yourself. Oh boy. This ain't part of the plan. Bloody hells. Does Lord Lolorito mean to kill us too? Nice job spoiling who your boss is, bud. Duty commenced. The hard part about Black Mage is moving out of things, just because like it takes so long to cast a spell. You need to stand still every now and then. And it sucks starting a spell and then being like, oh shit, I gotta move. You know? That golem could be vanquished. That woman is an ordinary adventurer. Yeah. Contact's trying to come out. Ugh. Yeah, contact just like decided to come out. Okay. All right. Damn. Seems I missed all the fun. So you didn't need my help this time? Oh man, Thancred, you just missed the masked man. Come on, dude. Oh, we compose a ballad in your honor. I fear no words would do you justice. The songstress of Ul'dah herself could not rival your beauty. Oh, stop it. I've oft heard it said that the blossom's beauty can move a man to love and long, but I never truly believed it until I met you two desert roses. I heard they attacked another caravan. Aye, and business is suffering for it, bloody Amalja. What stirred them up, do you reckon? Another raid, and I'll wager that caravan was carrying crystals, much like the last. If they truly mean to summon a primal, we must act quickly. Are you coming, love? Wouldn't keep a girl waiting, would you? Perish the thought. So tell me, where in this marvel of a city might you find lovely ladies be staying? At this rate, grain will soon be more precious than gold. A result of the uncommonly bad harvest, to be sure. When we get to the expansions, there's more of this voice acted. We have you to thank for them, do we not? This weakening of etheric flow must surely be linked to Dalaman's descent. And of course to the primals. A fine mess, but we must not lose hope. How do you pronounce it? Louis Soir will know what to do. We need only trust in his judgment. There's more voice acting, but still saved for the important story moments. Makes sense. Truly a marvel of Charlian ingenuity. It's as if I could reach out and touch the Aether. Time to focus. No more gallivanting around like before. The Scions are counting on you. Have faith. Just have faith. You can do this. Disturbance is recent. The Sultan Tree? Maybe Papa Shan will know something of it. So they gave you quite a thrashing. Can you walk? It's me. I was too late. Our person of interest has already quit the scene. The general? Very well. I shall be there anon. My colleagues went to great lengths to provide me with the means to detect etheric disturbances, but every time I find one, you seem to be in the middle of it. I'm starting to wonder if it might not be simpler just to follow you around. Sadly, I have business elsewhere. Tread softly, my friend. The carefully laid trap you dismantled was clearly sanctioned by Lord Lolorito. I heard the Blades mention him as they fled. Believe me when I tell you he is not a man to be trifled with. The Sultana's enemies grow bolder by the day, and I suspect they have the support of outside forces. Thank you. If you hadn't come along, those bastards would surely have slaughtered us all. One big thing that improves drastically in the expansions is the single-person duties. They go from boring fights with NPCs to engaging storytelling fights on their own mechanics. Nice. I would speak with you further, but it isn't safe for us to linger here. Find me at the Coffer and Coffin later. Until then, stay safe. I shall accompany Whiston and his men. They need protection, and I need more information. Ah, but where are my manners? I have yet to properly introduce myself. I am Thancred, a humble scholar surveying the flow of Aether in Thanland. It is an honor and a privilege to make your acquaintance. I hope when we next meet, it is under more auspicious circumstances. Farewell. Now we gotta get some better clothes. Oh, wait a moment. It occurs to me that we may have... Never mind. Fairly well. Okay. I remember these solo duties being harder. I feel like they've gotten easier. And especially considering I want a mage. Alright, we gotta go back to Whiston and we need to go do our Black Maid, no, Thaumaturge quest again. He's down below me. All right, 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna get my glasses. Now that we're done with the quest. Be right back. Hello. Yeah, it's better. Okay. Bless you, my friend. You risked your life to save ours. Betrayed by my own guards. Gods, I was a fool to trust those men. Olorito owns the goddamn brass blades. I should have questioned their motives from the start. Even so, I could hardly predict that the wealthiest man in Ul'dah would want me dead for the heinous crime of seeking to change the law. I'm just a merchant, for God's sakes. That ruthless bastard, and what of that monstrosity? Those were his own men. It beggars belief. Well, that's it. I'm finished. If I stay in Ul'dah any longer, I'm as good as dead. My associates, my friends, gods, even the children may not be safe if I don't disappear. And you, gods damn it, if Olorito learns of your involvement, you'll be next. I'll speak with the others and make sure your part in this stays secret. Beyond that, I don't know what to suggest. Maybe you should seek the counsel of Mistress Momodi. She's helped countless adventurers in her time. Mayhap she'll know what to do. Go quickly now, my friend. Olorito's spies may be watching. Bam. Alright. Went back to Momodi, but before we go, let's find these sunbats. They're in the clutch, just to the east. Go ahead and finish off our rank 1 hunting log here. Hey, Ilyana, what's up? All 13. Good on you. Oh, I see the bats from here. They're across the water. Oh, they got rid of TP too, didn't they? We're fighting hitline soldiers now. Okay. Difficulty rank unlocked. Remember where we found the Kieran? What, the grave robber guys? Yeah. You need to find them? I can lead you there. Okay. Yeah, they're right by the main quest. We're gonna kill those giant tortoises now, huh? Oh, these are the Spriggans. Those aren't Kierans. I don't know if I had to kill any Kierans. Did I? Oh no, yeah, they are. Kieran Shell Sweepers. I was thinking of the wrong ones. Where were those? They weren't here. They were... Were they up here? Oh, that's right. There was a fate going on, like right up here that had them. But they're not here all the time. They were here for the fate. It was like right here. But... Oh, right over here, look, here they are. The fate just started again. As long as you get to hit them, you're good, right? You don't have to get the finishing blow or anything, right? You good to go? Awesome. Ah, yes, Elheim, yes. The aura of power surrounding you is palpable. The glare begins to blind my thaumaturge's eye. Your lesson today shall be taught by Kokobani. Go to him and hear from the chapter entitled The Threat of Paucity. Ah, so Elheim, you have come to learn at the foot of the third eldest brother, have you? I promise you, however, your education shall not be third rate. Let us read from the second chapter, shall we? Are you settled? No last-moment trips to the privy. Farewell. The threat of paucity. Ah, how magnificent the ruthless power we wield. Flame devours, ice entombs, lightning courses through the stricken bodies of our foes. But oh, such desperation when wellspring runs dry, flames sputter out, ice melts into slush, and lightning sparks no longer. Know you this threat, and mind you the limits of your mortal vessel. Terrifying thought, isn't it? A thaumaturge who has exhausted all her arcane reserves is not but a woman with a stick and a funny hat. For we mages, you may as well equate the etheric energy flowing through our veins to our very lifeblood. Should a battle find us lacking in this precious resource, we are as good as dead. Controlling the expenditure of your power requires an understanding of etheric balance. The scales can tip in one of two directions, astrally or umbrally. When your mind's spirit leads in the umbral direction, your thaumaturgy is affected by a state known as umbral ice. The potencies of your spell is diminished, but they also require less energy to invoke. On the other hand, a thaumaturge in astral fire state will find the potency of her incantations enhanced, but at a greater cost to the etheric stamina. Now, with the concepts of etheric balance and efficiency, if an efficient casting foremost in your mind, I bid you go forth and slay 8 F's. Pray do your best to stay alive. It reflects badly on me when my mauled corpse of my pupil is returned to the ostery. Alright. I wouldn't want to upset him with my mauled corpse. His character's name was Bruh Girl. Bruh Girl. Settle down, Elheim. You've got nothing to worry about. No one seems to know you're at the ruins. Whiston, on the other hand, is now a pariah. About as welcome round here as a rabid wolf, poor bugger. Suffice to say, that boy risked the wrath of the wrong man. Lord Lolorito, chairman of the East Aldenar Trading Company, generous contributor to the Order of Naldal, and member of the Syndicate. Didn't get where he is by leaving loose ends, that one. which is why he ain't above killing his own men. Hells, even if those blades knew what was coming, it's not like they could refuse to do their benefactor's bidding. Don't let this color your view of old Ilheim. It's true that there are some here who ain't afraid to crack a few skulls if it gets them what they want, but most of us are decent folk just trying to make ends meet. You know, a lot of people would call you a damn fool for risking your life to save a marked man. But I believe you did a good thing, Ilheim, and for that you have my respect. Listen, you've been through a lot lately. Why don't you rest a spell? Have the boys at the Hourglass set you up with a room, my treat. Just have a word with Patopa. Whenever you feel like staying. Patopa. In rooms now available. And when you've got an appetite for adventuring, consider taking on a guild leave or two. We have a lot of requests from locals looking to hire adventurers for various jobs. It'd be a good way for you to earn yourself some extra gil. Eustace can tell you more about how the system works, so go and speak with him if you're interested. Guild leave now available. Is it guild leaves or guild levies? Now I have access to recommendations. I have no idea how to pronounce it. Yeah, fair enough. Level up! Promoting the quicksand is word for work for a willing adventurer. Look what the Curl dragged in. Good to see you, Ilheim. I'd ask what brings you here, but I reckon we both know the answer to that already. Well, have I ever let you down before? Wait, don't answer that. So, happens I know a fellow by the name of Donan, who needs a hand. He's a merchant by trade, selling precious stones to those in Ul'dah with the means to buy them. He's asked that I send any looking for work his way. You can find him over in the horizon if you fancy. That's in Western Thanland, mind you. Just cross the bridge north of Scorpion Crossing and the road will take you there. Knowing the circles he deals in, he might be he'll have some talk of a royal family that'll interest you as well. And why not make use of a chocobo porter on Journey to Horizon if you've the gil for it, that is. You'll find the chocobo stables just across the way from my quicksand. Find Mimigan and he'll set you straight. First off, well, off you go, and then having got all day, be holding your bloody hand. Alright. Leave meat. Or levy meat. Or levy mete. Eustace is responsible for assigning guild leaves. Quicksand. Quest accepted. Alright. Go talk to someone in Horizon. Sure. Are there any other plus sign quests I need to pick up at the moment? We're good. Alright. Let me try to take a chocobo. I wanna ride my chocobo all day. $5 gil. That's super cheap. This is like taking a ride from point to point, and wow, you can actually watch it. We're not just teleporting. Oh, that's the goblet. I think that's player housing. Got a plus sign in Central Thanland. Thread opacity over there. Alright, so we gotta go back to Blackbrush for the thread opacity. Let's get the Horizon teleport spot first. Get the leaves here, we got the main quest here. And we'll be coming here over and over and over and over and over again to go to the Wakened Sands, because that's just how the quest works. You unlock your own chocobo after level 20. What level is our main quest at right now? It's 10, so we got a little ways to go. Elheim, I presume. I'm Momodi said to expect you, so I have. Welcome to Horizon. Ours is a trading settlement that sees goods in from the port of Vesper Bay to the west, and trade we do. Nary a day goes by that Horizon isn't bustling with some manner of merchants and officials. They keep us running about busy, they do. Enough so that I wish I had chocobo legs in place of my own, and that's why I've asked Momodi to send me any souls looking for work. 12 know there's plenty of it to be done around here. Speak to me again when you are ready to make yourself of some use. Might be level 30. Yeah, we'll get there when we get there. Some pants. It so happens that I have a situation that must be resolved post-haste, and I do mean post-haste. I'm plumb out of premium product, and my latest order is yet to arrive. If I keep customers waiting any longer, I could irrevocably damage my reputation. What's worse, I've paid my man in advance for his services, despite his assurances that it could be a simple affair. I've heard nothing since he departed for Copper Barrel Mines days ago. Find Drunken Stag and give him this notice. I can't afford any further delay. Copper Barrel Mines is like one of the first dungeons, isn't it? Alright, we gotta do one of these leaves, I guess. Sure. Where's this? Go through the quest book. Travel in the hills and slay the creatures before they find their next meal. Oh, over here. Okay, okay. It's at the other gate. Hey, Yana, how's it going? Seems like sometimes if I start casting as soon as I stop moving, it's like, nah, I think you're moving a little bit. It just like fails. Oh, that's it. There's a treasure coffer over there, though. Oh. Oh, what? Ah, the treasure coffer went away. You just said yes. I gotta walk back. Gilded. They're irrelevant. Okay. Well, they're now available. Yeah, it's a dungeon. That's one thing about the main quest in Final Fantasy. It actually sends you into a bunch of the dungeons. You want the dungeon's product? Okay. Level up again. Product you heard it on going on about is a valuable gemstone and is raw and nauseous site. I managed to dig up a goodly amount of it just before the mines were actually closed off. Packed it up and hauled it out even, but then the 12 damned goblins came along. Not like any goblins I've ever seen before, hungry for only the good rocks. They had eyes for my gemstones. I had no choice but to oblige. The stone torches had their hands full evacuating the mines, so they ignored the beasts. Even now, they're only concerned with keeping the people out. Please, friend, if you're willing to face the goblins, would you bring me the Nash site? That one's pretty easy. I remember coming in here and mining. Not that I have such skill at the moment. Just thinking about it. Using fire against a bomb seems like wrong, but ooh, we have Blizzard too. But then you don't really work off of elemental weaknesses if you have to like do fire to get this effect and do blizzard to get this effect. I guess you're just gonna kind of not worry about elemental weaknesses of Black Mage, which seems kind of off too. Blizzard 2 is an AoE around me. Interesting. The elemental type of attacks doesn't mean anything anymore? That's sad. I mean, I guess it makes sense because of how they did it. It kind of went that way in World of Warcraft too. Like in the original WoW, which I guess WoW Classic is doing again at this point, elemental resistances was like a big thing. Like in the original raiding, there were certain bosses that you had to have gear set up to resist like shadow or to resist fire, or you just weren't going to be able to fight the boss. It did too much fire damage, you know? But that hasn't really been a thing since Vanilla and Burning Crusade, I guess. Like, I can remember like one boss in Ulduar at the beginning of Wrath of the Lich King that you needed to have some ice resist, but even then it was only when you were first starting progression there. But yeah, with the way that the mechanic on the Black Mage works, you couldn't use a specific element. You got to use what you got to use for your rotation, I guess. I hear my son in there. Are you kidding me? I don't know what he's doing, but he's cute. So Blizzard 2 is like a AoE around me. I guess it's just you get surrounded and you just start AoEing or something. I'll try it out. How did you fare, friend? Did you find the Ron Ash site? Indeed. Beautiful, isn't it? Rarer than many stones and more expensive than most. They say the green is the same as the eyes of Nana Shah ul Nasha, who once ruled as Sultana. This should save Dadanan from his troubles, if there's enough left. There's far less here than what I found. I reckon this goblin's made a meal of some of the stuff. Bloody waste. No kidding. Man, this, like, hempen cow is, like, blocking some of our other upgrades because I guess it's better overall. Maybe once we get some other stuff like this one, we might change this balance there. Alright, let's kill some stuff. I can be obliged to kill some stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I think you move everything pretty much everywhere you want. I don't know where I would want to put it at the moment. I'm not even really looking at it. I don't think my class is really advanced enough to use it at the moment. All it does is get to like the first level. You know, it doesn't go up past that. It has a countdown, which, I mean, for the most part, I'm not doing anything complicated enough to need to look at that number. So at the moment, I could just not even need this. But, that'll change, I'm sure, when I get more abilities. Put enemy HP bar and attack charging in the middle of the screen. Yeah, I'm definitely going to want to mess with the UI at some point. We're going to be playing it long term, so you don't really have like the whole add-on scene like you do with World of Warcraft, do you? Greetings and salutations, adventurer. To what do I owe this? But you've slain how many swarms of sun midges? You have my sincerest thanks. The brass blades have been struggling to keep them in check, so your assistance is greatly appreciated. Will you be staying in Horizon long? And if so, how much and how there's much and more you can do to help here? Okay. Level up again. There we go. That pushed us into wearing different stuff. God, we still look ugly though. We need to get better gear. Just better looking gear. Pray allow me to enlist your aid, brave adventurer. I would have you ascertain the whereabouts of a missive I sent to Lost Hope the other day. Captain Leffert is stationed there, and ever since he was transferred, we've exchanged letters, but never before has he taken this long to receive a reply. I fear that the courier may have met with some misfortune en route. He must have made it to Central Thanlin. The brass blades patrolling the roads there between Scorpion Crossing would have said something. Though she made it as far as Blackbrush Station, she would have surely delivered the letter by now. Lost Hope is practically on its doorstep. I suggest you focus your search on the road to Blackbrush Station in Central Thanlan. Luck, you'll find her quickly. There. Okay, perfect. Like taking pictures in game lets people use reshade to create shader effects in the game for photo shoots. Gotcha. Yeah. I'm going for the moment. We'll do our level 10 Black Mage quest before we hit level 15 already. I guess the point of this quest is just to make you kill a bunch of things so that you'll have to realize that you'll run out of mana. No kidding. Need 2 more. Gotta stay in the water. Okay. Let's run over and see about the main quest. And probably cast Return to get back to the Thaumaturge's Guild and turn in this quest. Right around the time that we can pick up the 15 quest. They can talk to the Master Smith in the Adventurers Guild with the green icon over his head. I already did talk to him. I just didn't talk to him very much. Get a ring to boost SP. Okay. That I can do. Just casting transpose to refresh the counter on this thing. Letter. Oh, we got the full post missive right here. Won't be delivered anytime soon, though. Gotta tend to the bird's injuries leg first. I mean, the most minor of cuts confessed if ignored. The Fulupa sent you, right? It's a pressing matter. Why don't you just take it the rest of the way? Lost Hope's just past Blackbrush Station to the northeast. For the tents by the river. You deliver it. Oh, okay. Fair enough. You want something done right, do it yourself. Well, actually, we're gonna stop right here. A 1:45. We're next to a big Aether Crystal. That's good. We got 13 levels already in the first night. It wasn't even a full stream night because we started with Xenoblade. So we will be playing more Final Fantasy XIV tomorrow. We'll probably start by, getting up to level 15, doing our level 15 Thaumaturge quest, doing this thing you're talking about that gets a ring that boosts XP, because that sounds amazing. Just generally level our way towards Black Mage is going to be our goal tomorrow. And then, on Friday, we'll get back to Final Fantasy 2. I don't know if we can beat Final Fantasy 2 on Friday. We're not even like halfway through the game, really. We're like approaching halfway, but we're not there yet. But I am planning on doing an extra long stream on Friday night. We're gonna go late because I can't stream Saturday, so we're gonna do like extra Friday basically this week, and then there will be no Saturday night stream this week. And then Sunday we'll be back with Deadshire, and we'll be doing or Silent Hill 2. She's gonna see if she can do the second half of Silent Hill 2 on Sunday. She might get to the end. I mean, I'm kind of helping her a little bit. It's more about her experiencing the story than anything. But anyways, I do feel really good about this new schedule. I was kind of starting to dread doing Xenoblade Chronicles X. It wasn't for me, And I'm loving Final Fantasy, and I'm really excited to play all the games in this series. It is it's something I've tried to do before on the stream and I never finished it, and I want to finish it this time. It's gonna be great. So thanks for watching. Thanks for all the help in Final Fantasy. I will see you guys tomorrow night for more. And you know what, let's see if we can raid somebody. There might be someone we can raid. We got a couple people in the stream tonight. Let's see. Who is available? We should start rating Final Fantasy people nowadays, right? There's a guy playing Final Fantasy 2 with only one viewer, which is like himself probably. Let's raid him. Let's share the Final Fantasy 2 love. So we're gonna raid, his name is Reborn 5019. Here we go. Only one viewer. Oh, let's give him 5 more, guys. So, oh, you sent a friend request? I'll grab that too. Got it. See you next time. Bye.